History is not a collection of accidents. It is a series of designs. While the 99% are distracted by the noise of daily news, social media trends, and temporary crises, the elite are looking at the 50-year horizon. We are currently witnessing a global awakening. A moment where the old structures of the industrial age are crumbling to make way for a new digital aristocracy. You were taught to be a good employee, to wait for instructions, and to seek security in a monthly paycheck. But in 2026, security is an illusion. The only true security is the ability to command resources and attention in a world that is becoming increasingly chaotic. If you're still playing by the rules of the 20th century, you aren't just losing. You are becoming obsolete. It is time to stop asking, how do I get a job, and start asking, how do I build a kingdom? Let's talk about the true currency of the elite. It isn't just gold or Bitcoin. It is leverage. Most people spend their lives using the weakest form of leverage, their own physical labor. They trade 40 hours of their life for a fixed amount of currency, failing to realize that their time is the only asset they can never buy back. The 1%, however, use permissionless leverage. They use code, they use media, and they use artificial intelligence. An AI model doesn't sleep, it doesn't complain, and it can work for you in 1,000 places at once. When you combine the power of AI with a sovereign mindset, you create a force multiplier that can generate more wealth in a year than your ancestors did in a century. This is the secret the 99% cannot grasp because they are too busy looking for safety in a world that is moving at light speed. Why is it that two people can have the same information, yet one becomes a master and the other remains a servant? The answer lies in the psychology of dominance. The 99% are governed by fear of judgment, fear of failure, and fear of being different. They seek validation from people who are just as lost as they are. To join the elite, you must go through a process of mental deconditioning. You must kill the versions of yourself that were built by your school, your family, and your society. You must develop a ruthless focus. Wealth is not a reward for hard work. It is a reward for solving complex problems and taking risks that others are too terrified to touch. You have to be willing to be the villain in someone else's story so that you can be the hero in your own. The bridge to the 1% is built with the bricks of discipline and the mortar of vision. So, how do you begin? The roadmap for 2026 is clear. First, audit your attention. Stop consuming and start producing. If you are spending hours scrolling through the lives of others, you are paying with your potential. If you aren't integrating AI into your daily workflow, you are choosing to stay in the Stone Age. Third, build a personal brand that reflects authority. In the digital economy, your reputation is your credit score. We are moving toward a world where the middle class is disappearing, leaving only the owners and the owned. Your task is to ensure you fall into the first category. The Wealth Blueprint is not a suggestion. It is a survival guide for the New World Order. The doors of opportunity are wide open, but they are closing fast. Every day you hesitate is a day you lose to those who are already building. This journey is not for the weak-hearted or the indecisive. It is for those who look at the 99% and realize they don't belong there. If you have listened to this entire blueprint, you have already taken the first step toward your sovereign future. Don't let this knowledge rot in your mind. Execute. Build. Dominate. Subscribe to Wealth Blueprint 99% and prepare for the next phase of your evolution. The world is waiting for its next architect. Will it be you? We will see you at the summit.